Striking a balance between ours and the little one's plans is often challenging, and with the ongoing month long school holidays, the challenge is already one level up. While we are planning a trip during the holidays, jumping inside a bouncy castle occupies the number one position on her list of activities. She calls it Jumping Japan. I have no idea where she got this name from. Maybe her father has the answer. However, before jumping Japan, we have to finish a follow-up visit to the doctor's clinic at Orchard Street, a quick lunch, and apply for a tourist visa at Clarke for a trip to South Korea. And we have to do everything towing a nagging preschooler all the way. Whoever has a child will agree that it's not as easy as it sounds. After a quick and spicy lunch at the Kathi Teko, we take a bus for Dhobi Ghat, which is within a walkable distance from the Orchard Street. But with the sun scorching up in the sky and the child reluctant to walk but enthusiastic to jump on the bouncy castle, walking doesn't look like a wise option. We still need to take another train to Clarke and apply for a visa, a hassle we didn't need to face during our Thailand trip. But wait, hang on. Like an attached path, almost every metro station in Singapore has a shopping mall attached to it. You will find some attraction or other for the kids inside these malls, and the school holidays have made the situation worse. However, after dodging her attention from the kids zone inside the mall somehow, we start for the next station Clarke and reach Global Singapore, the visa agency. Even after knowing the inconveniences which come with the paperwork while applying for a visa, South Korea stands firm in our holiday destination list. I sometimes wonder if my binge watching K-dramas on Netflix has anything to do with it. If you have the paperwork ready, which includes your passports, work pass or work-related documents, 3 months bank statements and current address proof, a visa for South Korea should be done within 4 to 5 business working days, especially if you are applying from Singapore. The only thing we don't have today is a letter from our daughter's school acknowledging her trip to South Korea. Luckily, her school principal, even during the holidays, is prompt enough and has sent us the letter within an hour of requesting it. However, we have faced delayed visa approvals for a trip in the past and are still not sure whether this visa is going to be approved or not. But we can't keep wondering about the visa and need a plan B if the application is rejected. If you ask me, my perfect holiday mode is turning the AC on in the bedroom and chilling with a book or watching one of those millions of amazing web series I have missed after embracing motherhood. Nothing comes free in this world, and in motherhood, the price is always on the higher side. Speaking of motherhood, however, Bouncy Castle is still on the agenda as the little one hums Jumping Japan in my ears. But she has to wait some more, as her parents need some piping hot tea to calm down their nerves. And before Jumping Japan, it's time for Daiso Japan, where Mama gets a new pair of socks, a reminder that she needs to run after her duckling inside the Bouncetopia. They will not allow you to enter without a sock anyway. And after that, hold your patience and get bored to death as your child jumps from one side to another inside the shopping mall. So now I am stuck here inside the Bouncetopia for an hour. Her father doesn't want to join and I can't leave her alone. I just hope that this 1 hour passes quickly.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind.
Her parents snatched the first half of the day away from her, and now she is snatching away the last half of the day from them. The balance is now well established.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10.